Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking this video and welcome back. As usual, before we jump to the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumb and turn the notification on so you won't miss any of my tutorial. Today's tutorial is how to crochet this outer that I named PUSPA, and this is my second part of the PUSPA design. You can check the first part by clicking the link on the right corner above. For this tutorial, you will need any of category 2 or sport with yarn and a 3mm crochet hook, and you can check the description box below for all the materials needed. Alright, so let's grab our yarn and make 8 chains and then slip stitch into the first chain. Chain 4. Put marker into the third chain. So this is our first double crochet in chain 1. Make double crochet into the ring. Chain 1. Double crochet into the ring. Chain 1. Double crochet into the ring. Chain 1. And continue inserting double crochet into the ring until we have total of 12 double crochet. So we already have 4 here, we need to crochet 7 more. I have my 12 double crochets and chains here. Now let's slip stitch into the marked stitch. We're finished with this round. Now move to the next round. Slip stitch into the chain 1 space, chain 2, and then make unfinished double crochet into the chain 1 space, and another unfinished double crochet into the chain 1 space. Pull through all the loops, and this is our first 3 double crochets together. Chain 3, make 3 double crochets together into the next chain 1 space, chain 3, 3 double crochets together into the next chain 1 space, and continue working on the 3 double crochets together into each of the chain 1 space, and then put 3 chains after that until you reach the end of the round. I am here at the end and I already have my last 3 chains. Now let's slip stitch into the first 3 double crochets together. And we're done with this round. Move to the next round, make chain 1, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, put marker into the first single crochet, chain 2, insert 4 double crochets into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, and insert another 4 double crochets into the same chain 3 space. Chain 2, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 4, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, 4 double crochets into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, and insert another 4 double crochets into the same chain 3 space. Chain 2, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 4, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, 4 double crochets into the next chain 3 space, chain 2, 4 double crochets into the same chain 3 space, chain 2, single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 4, single crochet into the next space, chain 2, 4 double crochets into the next space, chain 2, and another 4 double crochets into the same space. Chain 2, single crochet into the next space, chain 4, and then slip stitch into the marked stitch. We're done with this round. Now let's move to the next round, which is our last round. Chain 2, slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 3, put marker into the third chain, double crochet into the same stitch, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 3, and double crochet into the same space, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, two double crochets into the last stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 4 space, chain 3, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, Double crochet into the next chain 2 space, chain 3, double crochet into the same space, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, two double crochets into the last stitch, chain 3, and slip stitch into the chain 4 space, chain 3, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, double crochet into the next space, chain 3, and double crochet into the same space, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, two double crochets into the last stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 4 space, chain 3, 2 double crochets into the next stitch, double crochets into the next 3 stitches, double crochet into the next space, chain 3, and double crochet into the same space, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, two double crochets into the last stitch, chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 4 space, chain 3, and then slip stitch into the marked stitch, fasten off, and then cut the yarn. Alright, so we're done with our squares. Make another 14 squares following the same steps, and I already have mine here. Now let's join them together. Position your granny squares like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 granny squares at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 granny squares in the middle. And 1, 2, 3. 3 granny squares at the bottom. You can join them by any technique that you prefer, but I will join them with a slip stitch. I will do it off the camera because sometimes it's very difficult to do it on the camera, but I will show you a little on how I join them together. Alright, so I've done joining them together and this is how it looks. Now let's crochet the upper side of the top and insert your yarn into the right corner. Chain 1, single crochet into the same space, single crochet into the next 6 stitches, chain 4, single crochet into the next 6 stitches, single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the seam line or the joining line, single crochet into the next space, and single crochet into the next 6 stitches. Chain 4, single crochet into the next 6 stitches, single crochet into the next space, single crochet into the joining line, single crochet into the next space, and repeat the same steps until you reach the end of the row. I am here at the end and I already finished my single crochet of the first row. Now let's move to the next row. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet into the same stitch, single crochet into the next 6 stitches, five single crochets into the chain 4 space, single crochet into every stitch and insert 5 single crochets into every chain 4 space until you reach the end of the row. I'm here at the end and I already finished all the single crochet of this row. Now let's move to the next row. Chain 2, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch, skip 1 and insert 3 double crochets into the next stitch, skip 2 and 3 double crochets into the next stitch, skip 2, 3 double crochets into the next stitch, skip 2 and 3 double crochets into the next stitch, Repeat the same steps until you reach the marker. Sorry that I forgot, but you need to count 53 stitches from this side and then put the marker. I am here at the end and I already have my last 3 double crochets and also our last 2 stitches. Now let's insert the double crochet into the marked stitch. And we're done with the first row of the double crochet cluster. Move to the next row, make chain 2, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch, double crochet into the next space, which is in between 2 3 double crochets cluster, three double crochets into the next space, and 3 double crochets into the next space. Continue inserting 3 double crochets into every space until you reach the end of the row. I am here at the end and I already have my last 3 double crochets. Now make double crochet into the last stitch. And we're done with the second row. Move to the next row, make chain 2, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch, 3 double crochets into the first space, three double crochets into the next space, three double crochets into the next space, and continue inserting 3 double crochets into every space until you reach the end of the row. I am here at the end and now let's insert the last 3 double crochets into the last space here. And then double crochet into the last stitch. And we're done with this row. Move to the next row, chain 2, turn your work, and then repeat row 2 and 3 until you have total of 6 rows of double crochet cluster. I have finished my 6 rows and this is how it looks. Now let's count 5 cluster from this side and then put marker in between 4th and 5th cluster. Do the same thing to the other side. 1 2 3 4 5 and then put the marker in between the 4th and 5th cluster. Alright, so now let's continue our work. Chain 2, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch, 3 double crochets into the first space, three double crochets into the next space, and 3 double crochets into the next space. Three double crochet into the next, and then insert a double crochet into the marked space. We're finished with our first row of our strap. Chain 2, turn your work, and then double crochet into the same stitch. 3 double crochets into the first space. 3 double crochets into the next space. 3 double crochets into the next space. 3 double crochets into the next space. And then insert a double crochet into the last stitch. And we're done with our second row. Chain 2, turn your work, and then repeat the same steps until you have total of 10 rows. I finished my 10 rows and this is how it looks now. Fasten off and then cut the yarn. We're done with one strap. Now let's move to the other side and we're making the same strap. Insert the yarn into the marked space. Chain 2, double crochet into the same space. Three double crochets into the next space. Three double crochets into the next space. Three double crochets into the next. And 3 double crochets into the next space. Double crochet into the last stitch. And we have our first row here. Let's move to the next row. Chain 2, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch, 3 double crochets into the next space, 3 double crochets into the next space, and 3 double crochets into the next space. 3 double crochets into the last space, and a double crochet into the last stitch. And we're done with our second row. Now let's repeat the same steps until you have total of 10 rows. I have finished my 10 rows and this is how your work should look like. I also cut the yarn as well. Now let's move to the other side, which is our back side. For this side, we basically do what we did for our front side. So just repeat the same steps and I will be back once I finish mine. I have finished my back side here and let me tell you something. So for this back side, you should crochet 8 rows of the upper part and then 8 rows for the shoulder strap. So 8 rows and 8 rows. Leave a long tail once you finish because we will use it to join the strap after this. Alright, so let's join the strap together by sewing them and you can use whatever technique that you prefer and I'll be back. Alright, so I have mine joined here and this is how it looks. This is the front side and you can see that the back side is higher than the front side. And this is how the back side look like. Alright, so now let's move to the border. Insert the yarn into the middle stitch of the back side, chain 1, and then single crochet into the same stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and single crochet along until you reach the corner here. I am here at the corner. Let's skip this last stitch and single crochet into the next side, which is the first row of the shoulder strap. Two single crochets into the next row, two single crochets into the next, and two single crochets into the next row. Continue working on two single crochet into every rows until you reach the end of this side or the shoulder strap and insert one single crochet into the seam line. I am here at the corner. Now let's insert one single crochet into this last row. Skip the first stitch of the next side and insert the single crochet along starting from the next stitch. Alright, just repeat the same steps, which is inserting a single crochet into each of the stitch and two single crochets into every rows of the shoulder strap. And once you reach the corner, you need to skip one stitch and then move to the other side, which is the other row, until you reach the first single crochet. I have reached my first single crochet here, and now let's slip stitch into that stitch. Now move to the next row, chain 1, make unfinished single crochet, and then flip your hook and finish the single crochet. This is how we do our crab stitch. Make a crab stitch into the next stitch, crab stitch into the next, and crab stitch into the next. Continue working on the crab stitch along the sides until you reach the first stitch. I have reached my first stitch here and I already have my last crab stitch. Now let's slip stitch into the first crab stitch over here. Fasten off and then cut the yarn, and we're done with the border, and this is how your work should look like. You may add the border into each of the side here if you want, following the same steps, but I won't because I only have a little yarn left and I will use it for the cord. Now let's move to the cords. Double pull your yarn, make a slip knot and insert the yarn into the corner. Chain 1 and make total of 80 chains for the cords. Do the same things to the other side or the back side and leave a lock tail before you cut the yarn to insert the beads later on. Alright, so I finished with the cords and I already insert the beads as well, so this is how it looks like. I have woven all the loose ends and also inserting my label here, and this is the final look. So you finished with your PUSPA outer. Congratulations! Alright, thank you so much for following this video tutorial, and I hope that you enjoyed to crochet this PUSPA bralette as much as I do. I am so excited to see everyone's version of this design, and please don't be hesitant to tag me on your social. And if you would like to crochet in a bigger size, I also have the pattern in my Etsy shop. Don't forget to follow me on my social so you won't miss any of my designs and tutorials. See you next video. Bye!